to the video, but I've been busy with other stuff on the other side. But with the MLB season now beginning for the 2023 year, I thought it would be best for me to finally post another video and give my predictions for the 2023 Major League Baseball season. As you guys have known, for many years on this channel, I've had my standings board for MLB teams, including the division winners and the wild cards, with even a playoff bracket going on underneath it. So it only makes sense for me to give my predictions for this upcoming season. So let's start off in the American League. In the American League West, I have the Astros winning the division yet again. I think even without Justin Verlander and Yuli Gurriel there, I still think they're the best team in the American League West, top to bottom. I think, no question, I see them winning again. Mariners, I see as the second place team in that division. I think they are another wild card team just like last year. I think this is a very exciting team, and I see this as the eventual team to take over the Astros when it's all said and done. The Rangers I see as third place in this division. Of course, they went and got Jacob deGrom. Bruce Bochy's now their manager. I think they will have an uptick in terms of production on the field. For fourth place, I see the Angels. Until I see it, I don't think this team is really that good. I mean, the boy may have cried wolf many times, but at this point, even though you have Ohtani and Trout, they don't have enough pieces around there to make a real playoff contender. And in last place, got the Oakland A's because, they were bad last year, and until potentially they leave Oakland, I don't think they're going to get good anytime soon. In the American League Central, just like last year, I have the Guardians win the division. This was the youngest roster in the MLB last year, and I think in year two with this rotation and these players, I think he'll have an even better year. Second place, like last year, I have the Twins. I think they'll just come up short of winning the division, but they will be in that wild card race. They miraculously got Carlos Correa back, but I do think they will get better. Third place, I do see the White Sox. I see them being a little bit better than last year, but not that much. This is a team that many thought would be contending for the Central for a while, but now them and the Twins are like in that weird era where they could contend for a wild card spot, but I'm not too sure. Fourth place is the Royals. Very distant fourth place in this division. I don't really see they've improved slightly, but not much. And for last place, I have the Tigers. They're still rebuilding. They're still not a very good organization. For the American League East, this is easily the best division in terms of quality teams, top to bottom in the American League. Start off, we have the New York Yankees, who I see winning the division. I know yet again, because I think they're actually going to have the best record overall in the American League. Aaron Judge, the defending AL MVP, I see having another quality performance. I thought the addition of Carlos Rodon to that rotation was also a really good addition. In second place in the division, I have the Toronto Blue Jays. Them and the Yankees, I see battling for the division for most of the year. Even without Teoscar Hernandez, I still feel like they're going to be in that running. Third place, I have the Baltimore Orioles. They had a really big season last year. Even though they missed the playoffs, I do think they will get over the hump and do better than the Rays, who I have in fourth place. And even though I do see them in fourth place, I think they'll be a very high fourth place team. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but I still think they will be a playoff contender from beginning to end. And last place, I have the Red Sox. I mean, out of the rest of the teams in this division, they had the worst offseason. I don't really see them contending for anything. If they surprise people into the playoffs, I wouldn't be surprised, though, because this is a team that has had playoff experience, World Series experience. I would not be shocked if they do it again. So for my American League playoff seeds, I have the Yankees as the 1 seed, the Astros as the 2 seed, and the Guardians as the 3 seed, with the top 2 having first-round byes. And for my wild cards, I have the Mariners as the 4 seed, the Blue Jays as the 5 seed, and I have the Rangers squeaking in as the 6 seed. I feel like the additions of DeGrom and Bochy will put this team over the hump, over a team like the Twins or the White Sox or even the Orioles or the Rays for that third wild card spot. For the National League West, I actually have the Padres winning the division this year. I think the Dodgers' time as the top dogs in that division will slowly decline and come to the end, mostly because I just think roster-wise, the Padres are the best one top to bottom. And they're getting back. They're also getting back of. Sorry, they're also getting. Sorry. They're also getting back a lot of their other players as well. So Sorry about that, guys. My mind just kind of... My mind just went for a bit. So going on for the second place, I had the Dodgers. Again, this is still a team with a high payroll. They're definitely still a playoff team. Don't get it twisted. But I still think the Padres are better than them. Third place, I had the Giants. Very close to getting Aaron Judge this offseason, but too little, too late. They missed out. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I think that 2021 season was a very fluky year for them. Fourth place, I had the Arizona Diamondbacks. A team that could maybe make a sleeper pick to be a wild card team. I don't think they will, but they definitely perform better in the right direction. And for last place, the Rockies. Easy choice here. They have the worst roster, hands down, in that division. The National League Central, easy choice here. Cardinals, I see winning that division. They have easily the best roster in National League Central. You have Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado on both sides of the infield. You also got Wilson Contreras from the Cubs now on your roster as well. Your bullpen improved. Your rotation's the best. The rotation's really good. This is a team that I see easily win that division. Second place, they have the Brewers. The Brewers, I don't really see the Brewers doing much. I mean, some think they could be a wildcard team. Some think they could win the division. I just can't see it. I still think the Cardinals are the best team there. Cubs are a team that some people think will make it as a wild card. I think they could potentially compete for it, but I can't really see it for them. Fourth place, very distant fourth place, are the Pittsburgh Pirates. A bit better than last year, but still no. And for last place, of the Cincinnati Reds, no question, they have a very bad roster. For the American League East, it's been very tough. I mean, thinking about the Mets, thinking about the Braves, thinking about the Phillies. So on a limb, I'm going to say the Mets because of their roster and because I feel like they could maybe get a big deal during the trade deadline and win their division. For second place, I have the Philadelphia Phillies. This was the team that made the World Series last year and lost to the Astros. I think even without Bryce Harper early in the season, they still have a quality roster to get it done. And for third place in a very, very tough division, I see the Braves. Again, similar situation. I think just the NL East, the top three in the NL East are just very, very strong. And it's hard for me to see those teams not making it. Maybe one of them could be out, but I think at least two of them will be in the playoffs. Fourth place, the Marlins. They'll make some strides, but they're the Marlins. And for last place, it's the Nationals, like, no question. My playoff teams, I have the Padres as the 1 seed, the Mets as the 2 seed, and the Cardinals as the 3 seed. And for my wild cards, I have the Phillies as the 4 seed, the Dodgers as the 5 seed, and the Braves as the 6 seed. Now for my playoff predictions. For the American League wild card round, I see the Guardians taking on the Texas Rangers and beating them in 3 games. And I see the Toronto Blue Jays getting their revenge on the Seattle Mariners in 3 games in Seattle. In the National League, I have the Cardinals outing the Braves in 3 games. And I have, for the other game in the wild card round, I see the Dodgers beating the Phillies in 3 games. Now for the divisional series. For the American League, I actually see the Toronto Blue Jays upsetting the Yankees in the divisional round in 5 games. And for the other series, I see the Houston Astros besting the Cleveland Guardians also in 4 games, actually. For the National League divisional series, I see the Padres beating the Dodgers in 5 games. I think it'll be a very close series. And I see the Mets beating the Cardinals in 5 games. Again, a lot of 5-game series. It usually means it can go either or. And for the championship series games, I see the Blue Jays actually upsetting the Astros in 6 games. And I see for the National League, I see the Padres defeating the Mets in 6 games. And for my World Series prediction, I see the San Diego Padres defeating the Toronto Blue Jays in 5 games. So that's just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Who do you think will win the divisions in each MLB seasons? MLB. Who do you think will win the league pennants? Who do you think are your award winners? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks. See you later.